So mesh repair with Infusion, this will be the case study. As we can see over here, we have an AT&T model, and this was generated using the low poly. That means if I'm going to go over here within geometry, the geometry will actually look like this. I already have the model over here within Blender, so we can better see the statistics, and we're going to see that total number of faces will be 5200 in this case. Now there are some small elements over here, and also we have the following mesh hole in the middle. So let's take the model with Infusion and see how we can fix those. I'm gonna go over here. I can go either and insert over here within solid or within mesh. It will be the same. And in this case, I have that model on downloads below. This will be the base model. I can also flip it. As you can see, this will be imported in millimeters. Now keep in mind that generative AI will not generate these at the true scale, so you will have to further scale the model. But the mesh looks like this, and if I will expand the bodies, we're gonna see that the mesh will not be closed. So by default, if I'm just gonna click over here on this warning, this will automatically take me within the repair. So let's go ahead. We see the body has been selected, and we have the repair type. So the first one will be close holes. We can also do a preview. And in this case, we're gonna see that the following elements will be filled within the preview. We can also change various thresholds depending on this. So I'm just gonna click OK and see how that will go. We saw that the following triangle has been closed, but still there are some overlapping elements. As I'm just zooming in over here, we see that we have, even just by rotating, we have those overlapping elements. So we can go ahead and we can do the following. So we have stitch and remove. As we can see, this will remove the generated faces. In this case, we have quite a lot. I can click OK. And those over here that are being overlapped haven't been processed. So we also have over here the possibility to do a wrap, or we can do a rebuild. As you can see in this case, this will reconstruct the mesh body using one of 4 rebuild types. We can change the rebuild type over here, and initially I'm just gonna go over here again with close holes and see if those will manage to fill that in. But as we can see, Fusion is not able to do that. Other tools we're gonna see, for example, that are specialized, like GeoMagick, will be able to fix those. But yeah, let's just try over here and have this. Initially, I'm gonna wrap it to see if that will change that error. So we have that error no longer, let's say, visible, but you see over here that the filling is quite a mess. So it will look like that. I have the possibility now to fill this, since there don't appear to be any gaps. There are just some overlapping. So this is actually the interior. When you're going to see with Infusion with yellow, keep in mind that that is the face orientation. If I'm going to move the camera on the inside, we're going to see that everything will be yellow on that. We can also inverse it. We can use normal inverse. Reverse normal, I can select those elements, I can click OK, now it will be the opposite. So everything on the inside will be gray and everything on the exterior will be in yellow. Now I can convert this to a mesh, but consider that the mesh still has some problems. We're gonna see over here that the mesh has more than 10,000 triangles. Now it used to only have like this, so almost 10,000. But during those repair operation, the mesh has slightly become a little bit more complex. But I can go ahead and I can define this to be, for example, facet with parametric. I'm going to click OK. And we're going to see that Fusion will now start processing that. As you can see over here, it automatically minimizes Fusion. But keep in mind that Fusion is still working in the background. And in this case, I just had to to go over here and click on that. And we see that this will be the output. We still have this weird mesh over here, but the main advantage is that that will now be filled. As you can see, we have individual components. Not all the legs are separated from the main body, but I can go ahead and I can do a section analysis in this case. And we're going to see that actually on the interior, we're going to have this field. So it's no longer a surface like we had it previously. There are some overlapping elements over here, but Fusion was able to close this and define this as a solid body. And we can further go ahead and work within solid workbench over here using the following tools that are available within Fusion: parametric, solid design. Okay, so like I said previously, Fusion can do a pretty good job at fixing meshes like this, but there are other tools that are more specialized, and you can find additional videos regarding this on my channel. I'm gonna post over here a video, and I will also add the subscribe button to the right. So let me know in the comment section what is your preferred solution to deal with meshes, because I usually prefer to use GeoMagick, but that is a software that is quite expensive, and Fusion is a lot more affordable. At the same time, we can do various fillings over here within Blender, but again, Blender is not really intended for this, because in Blender I don't have the possibility to have, let's say, a part that will have material on the interior. So it doesn't work like that. This is a polygonal modeling. Within CAD, we can add that inner material. When we're going to do a section, we're going to see the material infill over there. And we can then use that within various engineering studies. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this kind of content. Again, you're going to find a similar video over here on the left side, and I will add the subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.